Hi, I'm James. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Gwyn. Now this is an update video on the egg cutting that we saw previously, which was an ENCHI pastel to a firefly female. We had 8 eggs that made it to term, and unfortunately one of those didn't make it. It was very, very badly kinked. It was a superfly, and it was a stunning superfly as well. But yeah, it's what happens in this hobby. You know, it's you got to take the ups and the downs as they come. So unfortunately, it was kinked all the way down its spine from head to tail, and didn't make it. The other 7 looking absolutely fabulous, doing really well, and we'll get on them. We'll see those now. So I'm going to start off with showing you the parents to this clutch, and again we've had a bit of a change round, so let's see how we get on for showing you these. So this is the dad. He is an ENCHI pastel. He's done really well. This has been his first year breeding, and this is his second clutch. The previous clutch was to a Mojave female, and we saw those with the mochis and the ENCHI mochis. He's done really well, and hopefully he'll do just as well this coming season for us as well. He wants to get off, so I'll just give you a quick look at him if we can. Hopefully the lighting will be a little bit better in this video than it was in the last one for the egg cutting for this clutch. Got to play around with the lights and the positioning of the table and all that sort of stuff. So this is the female, and she is the firefly female. Well, she's quite a big girl. Let's move into the middle there. Oh, she's a bit flighty. I don't tend to take her out and handle her that much, to be fair. So it's a rare occasion that she's actually out. And probably with all these lights and that are on, it's probably quite an overload for her, especially with these bright lights. So she's a pastel fire. Right, let's put her back in her tub. So on to what you've all come here for, to actually see the babies from this clutch. So I have posted some of these to a couple of social media outlets. Facebook is the main one, so some of you may have seen these, but hopefully not. So this I believe to be an ENCHI Fire Super Pastel, and absolutely stunning. The camera doesn't really do it justice, or him justice. We'll sex her shortly, but in person these colours are all very, very light, like someone's been around with a highlighter on the back of her head. I don't know if you can see there. It looks like somebody has been touching her up with a marker pen. The yellows bleed right through. A few little bits of dark markings on that very blushed out head. Really nice reduced pattern along the dorsal, along the flanks, and a very clear belly. So let's just quickly sex it. Oh, trying to get away. Let's have a look. Oh, if it'll let me. Yep. So this one's to be female. So it's just that. Put her back in the tub, and let me make a note of that for when I do all my documentation later. So female. She'll definitely be staying here. Now this is the second stunner of the clutch, very similar to the previous one, but a little bit more pattern to it. Some more markings on the head are a little bit clearer. So we can see that that cross from the ENCHI, a very blushed out head, so it's super pastel. But I don't believe that this one's got any fire in it. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What are your thoughts? So again, a nice washed out yellow, not quite as bright as the previous one. Clear belly again. Really nice eye stripes. Let's see if we've got a male or a female. And I believe that this one is male. If you can see the hemipenes there a little bit, but no, this one is male. So he'll be staying as well. So anything that I breed to, or breed this male to, everything will come out at least pastel, because it's a super pastel. So it'd be interesting to get this into some of the projects in the near future, when he's a little bit older. Okay, so let me mark down there, male. Okay. I can't decide on this one whether I'm going to keep her or him or not. Just look at the blushing on the back of there. So this one I believe to be a super pastel. Just really nice. The head's not as washed out as you saw in the ENCHI super pastel or the ENCHI Fire super pastel, but still nice. Some really nice oranges in the flanks. A little bit of a dirty mark on the patterns, but a clear belly again. Really nice, nice example. Let's just sex this one. I think that this is female. So a little girl there. Should she stay or should she go? What do you think? Got two very similar looking snakes here. I'll bring them both out so you see them both together. Now these are both definitely pastel, and only a single representation of pastel. And so this one looks very similar to the pattern that we saw in the last one, but a lot darker. The blushing is brown rather than the grey or the white. The head's not as blushed out. And the alien heads have got a little bit more noise in than this one here. So this one I believe is a straight pastel. And let's just see, male or female. And the pastel is a male. So let's just write that down. And this one we believe to be an ENCHI pastel. So we can see it's got a lot of banding in the sides. Still very orange, really nice colour. Pixelation there as it comes up the flanks into the dorsal, which is a telltale sign of ENCHI. And also the green ENCHI eyes as well. Head's a little bit more blushed out, showing something of a butterfly pattern which may develop as this snake gets older. I think that shows up quite well on the camera. Looks like it's got a butterfly perched on its head. Let's just see. The belly's not quite as clean as we've seen in some of the others. Got some markings down the side there. Let's just try and sex this one. Yeah, I believe this one to be female. I was having a good nibble on my my t-shirt there. Let's put that one back in there. So just mark that one down. Okay, and who have we got next? This one here. So, really interesting head stamp on this snake. The pattern from the banding comes round, it's really prominent here, and there's a little bit of it there. And now this one I believe to be fire. Very, very light coloured snake. A lot of yellow flaming up the sides and around the tail. Let me just clean some of that urate off my hands from the other snake. So it's really dark belly pattern there. But overall a very light coloured snake, so I believe that this one is just fire. No ENCHI, no pastel. So just look at that head stamp and then bring it into focus. Let's just see if we can sex this one. So possibly female as well. I'm going to cause them too much distress at this point, so I'm not going to force them any more than is needed. Clean my hands up a little bit again. And then we're down to the last snake in this clutch. And I don't think it would be a clutch for us this year without at least one normal. So a really nice looking normal here, dark belly. And what is interesting is these keyholes along the top. I've seen that on a couple of others this season from the same male. So it's an interesting pattern. I don't know if it means anything. It's just nice to look at. Some nice alien heads on there, and on the other side some conjoined alien heads there. Let's see if this one is a male or female. This one also looks to be female as well, so quite a heavy female clutch there. Just write those down. I will check them again a couple of times before they get advertised. So let's just bring them over into shot together. And they've peed and pooped a little bit in here, so they'll be coming out of here now and going into their own boxes, so their own tubs in the hatchling rack. 2 if not 3 holdbacks, and then I think the rest will be available once they are eating solidly and up to size. So some amazing looking babies there. I wasn't too sure about the pairing. I didn't know if I was going to get anything that I really wanted to hold back, but 2 if not 3 stunning babies there that I'm going to be keeping in the collection, I believe, which is the ENCHI Fire Super Pastel, or the ENCHI Superfly, the ENCHI Super Pastel, and maybe the Super Pastel as well, but we'll see. Depends on what room I've got and in my racks, because you can't keep everything. I've got another clutch to go with this year yet. There will be an egg cutting video next week for that. That should be cut, I believe, sometime around Monday next week. So we'll wait and see what happens there. And that is a yellow belly pinstripe to a Spectre female. So I'm hoping on some super stripes, maybe super stripe pinstripes. So they should be really interesting to see something very different from everything else that we've hatched so far this year. Everything has been Mojave, ENCHI, pastel, or some sort of combination of those. We did have some pinstripe and some leopard in them as well. So I'm looking forward to cutting those eggs and seeing what we get out of there. The female Spectre that has been paired is something special. She's a really nice looking Spectre, and a lot cleaner than many other Spectres that I've seen, and I've had a few breeders comment to say how she does look a lot different to theirs. So it'd be good to see what comes out of it. So I hope you liked the video. If you did, give it a like down the bottom. Make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can see those egg cuttings, and share the video around, tell your friends and family about it, and we'll see you in the next video.